Hello everyone. In this video we will have a look on this break keyword. Before that we will try the exercise that I gave you in the previous video. So I asked you how you can print the odd numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, avoiding the even numbers. I don't want the even numbers. So the logic is when an even number is coming, okay, like 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 is coming, we need to have a continue scenario. That means what? When an even number is coming, if this is I is an even number, we skip it. We skip printing and we immediately move here. Or in other words, we can write an if condition here where I is an even number. Okay, I need to continue. Okay, I need to I need to continue. That means whenever an even number comes, the program will not do this serial print action and it will move to the next iteration. Okay, that means only for odd numbers this continue will not happen and the action will happen. So only for odd numbers we will print, even number we will skip. Is that clear? Yes. So let's see how we can find the even numbers. So you know the answer, right? Obviously, because we studied about it. What is the logic to find the even numbers? We studied about something called modulus in previous videos. So if we find a modulus 2, okay, I, the number, whatever the number is I, we know the number is I, right? We are going to print I. So how to find whether I is even or odd? We take the we do the modulus operator for the I, okay, modulus by 2, and if the remainder is 0, it is even number. If the remainder is 1, it is odd number. Okay, that means we divide the I by 2. If the remainder is 0, it is obviously an even number. If we divide the I by 2, if the remainder is 1, it is an odd number. So you know it, right? So if you don't understand, you can search modulus, if I am correct, modulus operator in Arduino, like that. Or say you to find odd even numbers. You can search like this. I have explained it so much enough in the previous videos. You can watch them and come back if you want in the series. But this is the logic, so that I am not explaining it again. Okay. So simply you take it and you add it here. Okay, not 1 but 0. So this means whether this is an even number or not. If this is true, that means this is an even number. So when the even number comes, we skip it, we continue. That means we don't do it, we go to the next iteration. We don't do the action. So for number 2, 4, 8 and 10, we skip the printing. And for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, this is false, so we cannot skip, we cannot do the continue operation. So we will come out of the if condition and we will do the work. You understand what I am telling? It's easy, right? Okay, so let's try this out. So I will remove this I is equal to 5 scenario and I will write I modulus 2 is equal to 0, continue. That means if I find an even number, continue that particular iteration. So when I1 is coming, this is not true, this is false, so we don't do this, we go here and do this work. But when I2 is coming, this is true, so we skip that iteration. That means the rest of the work will not happen and we will go to the next iteration. What is the next iteration? I is equal to 3. So when I is equal to 3, again it is false. That means continue will not happen, but we will print the 3. Okay. When I is equal to 4, this is true, so we will do the continue thing. That means we will skip it, skip the rest of the work. The same will repeat. For I is equal to 5, we will print. For I is equal to 6, we will skip. Likewise, we will skip all the even numbers. So I don't go each and every number, because you understand this, right? When I am explaining, you will get it. So we will skip all the even numbers and we will print only the rest of the numbers. What are the rest of the numbers? The odd numbers. So 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Okay, so I will copy this and I will see whether it works or not. Okay, so I have added that particular code. You can see this, and I will start the simulation now. You see, 1 is printed, 3, 5, 7, 9 is printed. Here all the even numbers are avoided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are avoided. So we successfully printed the even numbers, sorry, odd numbers. We skipped the even numbers. So you can see now how you can use your brain and your logical thinking to do things with the for loop and if condition and the continue keyword. You understand this? Okay. So now if I ask you how to skip the odd numbers and print only the even numbers, you know that, right? How to do. Okay, fine. So let's think about the break keyword now. So what does this break keyword means? Okay, let's stop about the continue. We are done with the continue keyword. So what does this break keyword means? So I said you break means we break the for loop forever. When we do the continue keyword, what we did, we only broke or we only skip that particular iteration. But when the user gives the break keyword, what does it mean is we stop the for loop. Okay, let's say when the I is equal to 3, okay, we have printed the I value, and let's say somebody says after that, okay, break. Somebody says like this, we don't do any other iteration. We just get out of the if condition and we'll go to the next line. Okay, we don't go back here and check in the next iteration for the next iteration. No, we just get out of the if loop itself. No further iterations will happen. You understand? We will come here. Okay, so remember, continue will only skip that particular iteration, but break loop will break all the iteration after that, and it will immediately break the loop and come out of the loop and go to the next line. Okay, so why we need the break keyword? It depends on the situation, but please know there's a break keyword. So if something goes wrong and we want to get out of the for loop, we break it. Okay, so for example, just I am telling, let's say we want to print only, it doesn't make sense, but still just to know this break keyword condition, let's say I'm saying, okay, I is equal to 1 to 10, so keep printing the I numbers. When the I becomes 5, you print it and break it. I don't want after number 5. Okay, so you can change it here as 5 if you want that. Okay, only 1 to 5, but I'm just telling, just to check the functionality. So what you will do is, if I becomes 5, please print the I and then break. If you break before the serial println, what will happen? It will not print 5 and break here. So if you write break here, when I is equal to 5, it will break before this 5 is being printed, because when you say break, it will immediately come out of the for loop and it will go to the next line. So what I say is, okay, print the number 5 also, then break. Okay, like this. So okay, let's see how we can do it. Like this, but we have to have an if condition, right? For only I is equal to 5, I have to break. Okay, if I write like this, even in the first iteration it will break. Only one time printing will happen. Okay, so what I will do is, I will say, I will remove all these things. I will say if I is equal to 5, just break the if loop. So breaking and continuing are happening with the loops, right? Not with the if condition. Okay, so we are writing it here, that means it will break this particular for loop. Okay, so because this break is inside this for loop, it will see which is the loop available here, for loop, in which loop I am in, for loop. So I will break the loop. Okay, so it will break, let's have an enter space, it will break this for loop itself. You understand that? Okay, so number 1 will be printed, number 2 will be printed, 3 will be printed, 4 will be printed, 5 also will be printed here, and then it will come here and see, this is true, it will break. So that means the whole particular for loop, this is the for loop, right? For loop will be broke and it will come here, and it will iterate inside the void loop. So you will see only 1 to 5 numbers are printed. Even though we gave 10 here, only 1 to 5 numbers are printed. Okay, so let's check it out. I'm sorry guys. You see, 1 2 3 4 5, we don't go beyond that, because when 5 is came, we have done a break statement. We broke the for loop. Okay, we said, okay, done, let's come out of it. You get it, guys? Okay, so we will study further on this topic, guys, in the for loops. Until then, stay safe, guys.